Hi Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are just sort of seeing what comes out and what's important for you to know at the moment. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. It really does help the channel grow. Keep an eye out too. We do have the shadow work reading coming up tomorrow for the full moon, so make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. Uh, this week I've got the Yin Yang Oracle. I also have here the Mystic Martians Oracle. I'm using the Jester Lenormand as well as the Romance Angel Love Oracle. Okay, so getting into it for you, Aries, seeing what's coming up, what's going on for Aries. What does Aries need to know right now? What is going on for our Aries? Okay. Just going to I will clarify as we go. Okay, I want to show you as well. I'll put this aside, the hidden energy from the bottom of the deck as well, because it does sort of show us that there is something else going on in the energy here as well. But firstly, we do see the thoughts and isolating energy. So very muchly in your own head at the moment, Aries, that you maybe have been actually isolating yourself from friends, loved ones, spending a lot of time alone just in your thoughts, trying to think about things very rationally and logically. But I am seeing that possibly has, led you to some confusion here with that rose tinted glasses card, the Neptune card, which is all about illusions. Okay, so that's very similar to the cloud energy in the Lenormand, which is, it lets us know that, overthinking actually leads to confusion and then anxiety, and, you're actually clouding your own judgment because you're, overthinking things too much rather than just following your heart and just going with, the emotional reaction, going with the initial, following your intuition and the emotions. You're trying to think things through very logically and rationally, which actually does sort of draw the thought out and, convolute the thought quite heavily and leading to confusion. And, it can even lead to anxiety because you are so stuck in your head about certain things. For a lot of you, well, I'm definitely going to clarify this energy here, but, I feel as though this is all coming from this energy, okay? We do have the growth, the summer energy, okay, which is all about, growth and the sun coming out to shine on things. So I do feel that for a lot of you, you have sort of been through, some sort of personal growth, and it is sort of making you think about things in a different kind of way, which is then, leading you on to this confusion, this overthinking energy. I do read the seasons as my own, and we're entering into winter here in Australia. So, this would have been the time period, December, January, February. You've probably gone through quite a bit of, self-growth over that time. Some things may have come to light that you are now overthinking those things, and that is leading you to, more confusion. It does seem as though there is something particularly on your mind that is sort of, you're just trying to think about it so rationally that you're forgetting to, put it through the lens of your heart space and your emotional space and, what your intuition is trying to tell you about that here. But I am going to clarify. Firstly, I want to clarify that summer energy, see if we can get a little bit more information about why that growth is leading to this for you here. Immediately, the first card, I don't know if you saw that flip out onto me then, the clouds. Like I said, this energy is 100% the clouds energy. So I knew that energy before I even saw the card fly on out here. So, it's definitely, the reason that you maybe have grown and evolved a little bit here is once again, you're thinking about things in a different way. You're trying to act more maturely and think things through more clearly. But you are once again forgetting that balance of the adding the the emotion into the mix here. I feel like a lot of you're trying to really control the emotion, avoid the emotion, because we do also have the fox energy clarifying that. So you're kind of telling yourself, I have to be smarter about these things. I have to, think things through. I have to be very intelligent and clever with the way I'm thinking things through. I have to really focus on, being very independent with the way that I'm thinking, and logical and rational. The fox is another very logical, rational kind of energy here. It's all about self-survival. You're kind of trying to tell yourself, I need to be smarter about this so I don't get I'm getting, I am getting that the self-survival factor is so I don't get hurt. Okay, but we're kind of forgetting that, when it comes to the emotional stuff and the reacting and following our intuition, sometimes it's going to lead us to getting hurt. And the more that you're trying to not get hurt and avoiding the hurt, you avoid a lot of other things along with that. And trying to avoid things is acting from fear. Okay, so it's not actually acting from love; it's acting from fear. You're afraid of getting hurt, so therefore you're not taking the risks that you may want to take or need to take for your own actual growth and evolvement here. So it is kind of an ongoing process with you here, Aries. I do feel this growth, this evolving sort of phase that you're in. You have really grown heavily in the logical, rational side of it, but you've forgotten all about that emotional heart space side here. I do want to see just some rather than clarifying what that's all about, because I'm just sort of intuitively feeling that for a lot of you it's different things, and it's more to do with the way that you're processing things at the moment. So I just want to, rather than clarifying, I want to sort of get some advice for you on what you need to do here, Aries. Okay, advice for Aries with this energy, please. And then clarify that second card. Oh, right, no. Yep, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's once again, it's kind of telling me the same sort of message over again, because we do have the lily coming out first and foremost. I will come back to that. But the second card I have drawn here is the masculine, which once again is that same energy. It's that fox, it's that clouds, it's that, that confusion that you've created within yourself from being so logical and rational here. It is actually, I have that clarified by the whip. So it is actually creating this conflict within you. It is, creating more problems for you at the moment, because it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting that you've gone overboard a little bit here, Aries, that you were on the right path on focusing on that masculine energy and focusing on the logical, the rational, but you kind of took it to the extreme here, and now you've completely wiped out the feminine aspect, and so you're a little bit unbalanced in the energy here. You are really only in your masculine energy at the moment, rather than, we all need that balance of masculine and feminine, and the feminine energy is where we have the emotions, and we nurture the emotions, we listen and follow our intuition. Okay, which I am seeing here that that's what the kind of issue is. Once again, it's telling us that it's gotten to the point where you're now just masculine energy. That's all that wants to pop on through for you here, and it's causing more chaos than good. Okay, the more that you're in that energy, it's actually causing you more conflict now than good. We do see the lily there as well, so the lily is kind of the advice here to be a little bit more emotionally intimate with yourself and with those masculine elements, but also opening up and receiving the feminine elements where the emotion is and your true intuition is, and taking that on board, balancing that out rather than being just, 100% masculine. We want that beautiful 50-50 here, with the feminine as well. And the lily really does ask us to, think about the long term. If we stay on this track long term, once again, it's just going to, that's where we start to punish ourselves for being so logical and rational and trying to overthink things and, isolating ourselves. And it's, we start believing the illusions that we've created from this logical perspective here. So it's asking us to, be a little bit more honest with yourself, open up to yourself emotionally, be very intimate with your emotions, and ask yourself what your emotions are trying to push you towards long term, and embracing those and integrating those a little bit more long term for yourself here. Okay, Aries, so definitely seeing that. I did have that hidden energy here, so this may be something that is coming through for some of you as well. Once again, I do have the masculine energy here. Once again, this is the hidden energy once again. So it feels as though this masculine here in the middle is kind of guarding this, is what I'm picking up off this energy. We have the reunion, the soul ties card there, the masculine in the middle, and then the wish fulfillment card. So soul ties and wish fulfillment come from the feminine energy. Okay, you've got the masculine standing, front and center for you at the moment, hiding the truth of those from you yourself, Aries. That's where you are needing to open up to the more feminine emotional side of yourself, your soul, connect back to your soul. For some of you, this may be a reunion just with your own soul rather than an actual reunion with a person. Although I am picking up for some of you, there is a reunion, a reconciliation with a soulmate in here for some of you, and that is the wish fulfillment. Okay, but there is this, there is greater wishes and a sense of fulfillment that you're kind of guarding from yourself at the moment. You're hiding from a little bit. Once again, with that isolating energy, avoidance energy, you're kind of avoiding your wishes coming true, which because they're laying hidden in the emotional energy rather than this logical stuff that you're, it's to the point where you're feeling a bit trapped in this rational energy at the moment, Aries. Get out of your head and get into your heart is what I want to say here. What does the Mystic Martian want to add on for you here, Aries? Okay, so I've had them come out like this. Okay, so we've got this particular card here, which is the Anuke card, and it came out like covering this Arcturian's energy. Okay, so this energy here is holding back this truer energy. Pardon me. I also have the tall greys coming through, which, once again, masculine energy, that tall greys, that's the utilitarian, organized, intimidating kind of energy. So, that's that masculine energy. You're trying to really control your feelings at the moment here, Aries. This energy here, the Anuke, I can never say it properly, controlling, drama, conflict of interest. This is the exact same energy that we saw with that masculine and whip covering that. Okay, so you're creating a conflict of interest within yourself here, that covering up this energy, covering up the emotional energy, covering up the true wish fulfillment that you're wanting here. You're creating a conflict of interest within yourself because, your heart wants something that is in conflict to what your brain is telling you. Okay, so your brain, I hate to say it, but your brain is on the wrong path here. You've gone too far overboard. You've gone too far. And because you're not balancing that with tempering that out with the emotional stuff, you've really swung over into this sort of logic, reality, things have got to be this way kind of energy, without even taking on board. You're avoiding your emotions. You're not even taking them on board at the moment. You're ignoring your true wishes and desires here, which, is not what you want long term. Okay. Sorry about the constant nose itching. Every time I'm on every time I'm getting strong messages, it does really make my nose super itchy. But the Arcturians card that was hiding behind that, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. Okay, so there is, true concern at the bottom of all this, and you are hiding your true concerns, that you're not accessing the emotional stuff. That's where the true wisdom lays, within the emotional stuff. This is where you feel safe and secure in knowing that you are balanced within it all. Okay, and you're kind of hiding that all from yourself at the moment here, Aries. So I'm just going to grab some advice straight out. I think we need advice for Aries on how to access the emotions. Advice for Aries, please. We have the snake first and foremost here. Drop the illusion to start with. The more that you're in this mindset, you're actually hiding from your true desires, your true passions, your true ambition here, because there's feelings. This is temptation, this is desire, this is passion, and the snake energy can actually be quite deceptive with that, and I feel as though that's that illusion trying to deceive you that I don't want those things, whereas deep down, that is your passion, your true desires. So it's this element of, really being intimate and vulnerable with yourself on an emotional level, so that you can, access that true passion within yourself here, Aries. We have the child energy. Okay, so embracing brand new beginnings for yourself, and really coming from a perspective where you are willing to take on the adventure, no matter whether there's fear involved or not. Embracing that sense of adventure, being like a child and going, children don't worry about if they're going to fall. They jump off and do it anyway. Think about children, the first time on a bike, there's no fear. There's no fear there. They just get on and try. And, they might fall and hurt themselves and have a sook. They're usually pretty quick to get back up and try again. It's that sense of adventure. It's that sense of playfulness and lightheartedness. Okay, and it feels like you've kind of detached a little bit from that within yourself at the moment as well, because you're not willing to, take on these adventures, because this reality mindset, this logical mindset, it's got you living in fear, Aries. I'm not going to lie. I'm picking this up really strongly. We do have the ship as well. So that's definitely starting those new adventures, getting on that ship and traveling off into the sunset, no matter how hard the journey is going to be. When you get on a ship and set sail, you don't know if you're going to have calm seas or rough. It's a risk you need to take for the adventure's sake. That's what Spirit is asking of you right now, Aries, is to, get on that ship anyway. Have faith. I do have the hidden energy here as the cross. So it's all about having faith that no matter how rough those seas, no matter how bad that journey is, I'm going to land at that other port. Everything is okay. It's all about the adventure, the experience. Regardless of how much fear I have, I'm going to take this on anyway, because it's coming from true passion here. It's coming from, sense of adventure, a sense of wonderment, with, that childlike sense of wonderment that anything is possible. With this as your advice, anything is possible. You can get in touch with those dreams, those true wishes that you have them fulfilled here. Get back in touch with that soul side of yourself, Aries, and it's going to really help you start some new journeys within yourself, and in the greater scheme of things as well. I did pick up there was just that one little pick up with that soul ties energy. That for a couple of you, there may be a soulmate here in the energy as well. But I'm going to look at love and romance as well. Aries, what does Aries need to know in regard to love and romance? And I feel like for those of you where you know this is, like once you actually access your emotional side, you're going to know whether or not this is connected to love and romance for you, or whether these are separate for you personally. Okay, love and romance for Aries, please. Okay. So trying to distract yourself a little bit here, Aries. Firstly, we have the flirt energy. Okay. So one of my other signs got that. I can't remember which sign it was. Maybe check your moon sign. It is close to the full moon. The moon signs are quite strong at the moment. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay, so that's that playful energy, getting on that ship and setting off sail into adventurous waters, and being very light-hearted and taking a fun, playful kind of energy with you from the heart space here. Finances and career. So definitely trying to distract yourself a little bit here, Aries. Financial issues are a factor in your love life at the moment. So that may be part of why you've been, distracting yourself, isolating yourself a little bit here. So stuck up in your head because you're trying to, sort out some financial or career related stuff as well. But, it is serving as a bit of a distraction to you at the moment when it comes to love. For others of you, though, if the bulk of your reading was resonating for you for a career or financial situation, obviously it is taking up quite a lot of your mind space. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is being honest and open and having those discussions about feelings with yourself. Okay, reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting to your own soul, to your own heart here. For others of you, there may be the need for you to have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. I am picking up on that, seeing the ship and then that heart-to-heart conversations. For some of you, there may be the need for you to have a conversation with somebody in particular, but you're going to know because it's going to come up when you access those emotions and work out exactly what those wishes that you're avoiding are. Okay, and that passion, that ambition there. But that's what we have for you today, Aries. You are more than welcome to check your other placements. Leave me a comment and let me know how that resonates for your personal situation. I would love to know. But hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow for the shadow work.